That's what's up. My name is Walkie Talkie, Dr. Walkie Talkie. I am the last hope of the common man. And of course, you're welcome to Bush Radio. Like, I hear too many things inside Bush. I must tell you now. I don't hear the thing alone. Yes, now. Una they disturb this year. Mona allowed. Me, I don't know. Say 2024. I know the problem was there. Because the year when it goes start from Monday. The year hit the ground running. Me, I know the problem was there now. This life is between the rich and the poor. Rich people don't like the poor. Poor people don't like the rich. Yes, now. Anything that just belong to the poor people for this life, for this country, government will try to fight them. But more, when poor people say they hold their side, government say they won't ban Pomo. They try to ban banner. Yes, now. Now again, the only thing when poor people get to they give themselves joy. Recently now, somebody thief money now. Which money be that? Money for the poor and vulnerable. Poor people money, 585 million. It was stolen. Yes, now. I say poor people, you won't give them waiting. Take the money. The only thing one will come say, okay, more use this one, take hold our side. More use this one, take guard. More use this one, take day, more than sleep. Because say, what you go do? I will say, we no agree for anybody. Government say what? IG say, I say what? Even President Doga say, allow the poor to breathe. Allow the poor breathe. For where what's the just want to encourage ourselves? Say, I know the way they take Mohbad. They seem bad now. I paid everybody now. Because we don't agree for anybody. My police say for what? Say if na talk, I say go arrest you. If you make sure. So some of us don't just say, what we going to do? I want to they talk again now. We go talk to death and done for this country. Oh. The only thing we'll get. Oh boy, now soldier come out. Soldier bust out. Soldier say, "Mona agree." Okay, but no, police say, "Mona agree." Soldier say, "No agree for insecurity." So I don't know. When they confuse us, who we won't believe now? Police say, "Agree." Soldier say, "No agree." Police say, "I don't get the right to advise us." Una get the right to advise. Yes, now I go show like day news now. They say I don't get the right to advise us. So I beg, okay, the youth now, sure, Nigeria now, all of us, we don't come into a conclusion now. And maybe they are spokesperson. They may tell them, say, for us to know, we won't know who get power pass between soldier and police. Yes. So, on Saturday, which is tomorrow, I'll be next week Saturday. We'll meet for Tafa Belewa Square. More bets. If soldier no come up police it. Come bet. If soldier no come up police it. So make I leave waiting soldier to go they follow waiting police talk. Now what for you? I'm not here for ourselves. You go understand what they talk. Police talk, soldier talk. Now they confuse us now. Is it that because they now wait the only way poor get? When they take them easy now. I let the poor to breathe. He not talk them now. On that note, listen and watch the video. Watch the video. You go understand better. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. When I stay with.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining us now is Ojinika Ojiope with stories trending around the world. Hello, Junix.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. How are you?
Friday.
TGIF, my favorite day of the week. I love your dance moves. We haven't gone out this whole time. No, this year we have to do that. How are you, Rufai? We missed you yesterday.
Miss you, I not agree for anybody.
Are you going to agree? Okay.
I don't
you don't agree, no problem.
2024, I don't agree for anybody.
Guess what? That's what we're starting the story with today.
No agree.
Well, all right.
Viewers, no agree.
Okay. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending this beautiful Friday morning with a catchphrase, "No agree for anybody," which was adopted by the youth to usher in the new year. Well, the Nigerian police force early this week warned that the catchphrase, which loosely means do not tolerate any form of nonsense from anybody or do not allow yourself to be bullied by anyone, could plunge Nigeria into crisis of monumental proportions. The spokesperson for the Nigerian police force, Muyiwa Adejobi, made the announcement during a press briefing on Tuesday in Abuja.
Let me say again, on this note, that the new slogan for 2023-24 for our young ones is "No agree for anybody." We have been informed from our intelligence that this slogan is coming from a revolutionary sector that may likely cause problem across the country. Not agree for anybody. It's been seen as just a normal talk. But in security business, in security community, we have seen it as a very, very dangerous slogan that can trigger crisis.
Well, the defense headquarters, on the other hand, has adopted the catchphrase, no grief for anybody, by advising Nigerians not to tolerate terrorists and perpetrators of insecurity. The Director of Defense and Media Operations, Edward Buba, made the comment while speaking at a press briefing in Abuja on Thursday as he urged Nigerians to see security as a collective responsibility.
This year, 2024, I urge citizens of this country to see security as a collective responsibility of all. Therefore, no greed for terrorists, no greed for perpetrators of insecurity.
All right, Rufai, you had the security forces, there's no synergy here. I mean, the police on one hand is saying, you guys will plunge Nigeria into, insecurity, anarchy. No grief for anybody. I mean, I don't even know what that means. But you know what? Our governor here, Lagos State Governor, posted a tweet yesterday. Let's pull up that tweet. He wrote, throwback to this beautiful night of excellence and laughter as we hosted the Super Eagles before they set up for hashtag AFCON 2023. I am looking forward to their first match. And the message to them was clear. No grief for anybody. Bring home the Cup of Nations. Rufai, go ahead.
In fact, we should start by sending the police officers, no grief for anybody message. What is revolutionary about no grief for anybody? I mean, I think it has a history that this song that went viral by a certain gospel singer, and these are slogans, these are chants, it's pop culture, it's pop slang.
Absolutely.
They've been there from time immemorial. I mean, there is no revolutionary slant to anything. The military understands it. It's a word that catches on among the netizens and everything. Just like they play. We have a lot of these words.
Yes.
And even politicians have used it. So is it like a code for criminals when they say no grief for anything? It's nothing of such. And that's why Mr. Femi Falana has been able to ask them, what is this thing? I think what the police should be doing is make police no grief for criminals in society. They should go after criminals, bandits, terrorists, terrorizing people in the Northeast. Make police no grief for insubordination. A lot of their members of staff have bad welfare. Police officers are suffering, they have nothing to eat. Make police no grief for bad politicians that are sending them to go and do evil, as against the normal ethos they're supposed to sign up for. Make police no grief for bad service. And it goes back to the talk about customer service of the police officers, and that's why I still feel, there should be a service that oriented mindset for the police force. Not, a force or authority mindset. Make police no grief for any katakata, people that cause katakata in society. Because they keep saying police is your friend, but it's only when you enter problem, that police might not be your friend. So police should be concerned about changing that mindset, not about victimizing a common word or people that use the word by saying no grief for anybody. I'm happy about the military. They keyed into the buzzword of no grief for anybody. The governor is using it. And I would like to ask, because when they want to bobo us, they say they have intelligence. That's another Gen Z word, bobo.
No, really.
When they want to give us okay, it's a millennial word.
It's not Gen Z.
So when they want to give us custard,
is that what?
That's another. I'm good with this one.
Please, let's speak English. Just in case we plunge Nigeria into
a no greasing. So when they say it's based on intelligence, if there was any intelligence, I thought the military too was supposed to have the intelligence by not using the word. So I challenge that police PRO to bring out the intelligence report that say no grief for anybody has become a revolutionary slogan. Because we live in this same country where people say words on TV and the police was defending. It was a great grave point you raised, Ayo. We all remember what MC Oluomo said leading up to the election. And we all remember what the police officer in Lagos, the commissioner, came out to defend. Pretty much was defending him. We all saw people that said worse. They will not go and carry them.
Okay.
But to say we no green now, you can't.
Young people who decide, I'll just start off, like you mentioned, pop culture, no grief. And so many people have put a spin on it. In the Christian world, they say, don't grieve for the devil.
Yes, ma'am.
You see the DHQ say, no grief for bandits. We see Governor Sanwo-Olu say, no grief for anybody at the AFCON. Bring back the cup. But let me, in defense of, maybe perhaps to speak as to where the FPRO was coming from. On his Twitter page, he goes on to explain a bit further. He says that, yes, no, he tempered down a little, I think because of the outcry and the bashing he got from that statement. He said he didn't say that you shouldn't use it, but you should be more reasonable when you want to apply or use the slogan. Then one of his guys, DSP Bright Edafe, PPRO in Delta State, then posted up a skit where somebody said no green, and then went to hit someone back, and then he said, you see what we're talking about? So that's the intelligence report, by the way. The intelligence report that people are using it as a skit to slap people back. But let me just say that one of the things that we don't know how to do is how to spin pop culture in the favor of the government. Everything is seen as is a resistance, is bad. And sometimes I would say that it has to do with age and sometimes cultural dispositions. You know how you say, oh, your words, why are you saying this? How do you say? We all have our parents in the WhatsApp group who would say that you won't go down in Jesus' name. You know, things like that. So I can understand his sentiments. But I think he can also see the light-hearted part of this, unlike the people who've shown the DHQ, the governor, spin it around. The police can even turn it around into a slogan for the police. So if he's concerned that this might aggravate or push people into perhaps violent responses, then let the police, in educating the public, use it as an opportunity, a tool to spin it around into more positive messaging.
Absolutely.
So I think rather than just having the response by a lot of state actors or officials is to shut down, block Twitter, do this, X is gone, is to see how we can use that and spin it into positiveness.
I love that. Dr.
Very
Abati.
quickly, I find it, shocking that Muyiwa Adejobi, the spokesperson of the police, is using the word intelligence. That we have gathered intelligence, Wow. So to see uniformed officers using the word intelligence gathering so loosely, so lightly, speaks to the capacity of the institution and the capacity of the spokespersons of these, security institutions. The same Nigerian police that could not gather intelligence when they were slaughtering people in Plateau State, in 3 different local governments, is pursuing intelligence over popular slogan. We no agree for anybody. So, and then they say this is coming from a revolutionary sector. This is a dangerous trend. No, Muyiwa Adejobi should not end there. He has to identify that revolutionary sector, where it is located, and share that intelligence with us. So, I mean, they think this is a joke. Now, the military did much better, as you have pointed out, saying we no go grieve for terrorists, and he contextualized it by talking about collective responsibility in terms of securing Nigeria, which is a moot point that has been made again and again. Now, words are semiotic reference, language can be interpreted in different ways. And with this, we no go agree. I mean, as a student of language, what we have seen is that people have applied it in different senses. Yeah. You've given us some examples, the police, the military, then Governor Sanwo-Olu using the same phrase to encourage the Super Eagles to do well in Ivory Coast, even if we have been told that, yes, we have a squad, but we don't have a team because these are individual players. But we'll begin to see from Sunday when we play our very first match. But look at another positive sense in which it has been used to show determination, standing up for your rights. I read a piece by Mrs. Betty Rabo. She went to a supermarket. When she left the supermarket, she had enough presence of mind to check the receipt that she had been given, only to find that salmon, that should not be more than 8,000 naira. What was recorded on her receipt was 49,000 naira. She immediately turned back and went back to the supermarket and said, please check this receipt. How can you sell salmon for 49,000? We used to buy it 8,000 naira. Even if it's going to jump, why will it jump to 49,000 naira? And she said, we no go agree on this matter. Yes. We no go agree for this salmon that you have increased. At the end of the day, they asked for a bank account. They refunded her and put the appropriate 8,000 naira there. Yes. How many of us go to supermarkets, go to restaurants? Yes. We don't check the receipt. Yes. They will inflate the money. You just think, oh, this is the amount. You go and pay. I like that kind of Betty Labos. We no go agree.
Perfect example.
It's about diligence. Yes. It's about determination to defend your rights. Well, so what is Muyiwa Adejobi talking about? Freedom is not absolute and all that. Their job is to ensure security, safety of lives and property. Yes. That's what you should be talking about instead of chasing slogans up and down. Are they so distracted in 2024 that they don't know what their assignment is again under the laws of Nigeria?
All right.
I will challenge my very good friend. He must bring that intelligence out.
We are waiting for the intelligence.
We are. You must bring it out.